Good morning, party people. It's KarenLee with the dog, Gus Gus. How are you? What's going on? I'm having problems with finding my screen here. This is interesting. There we go. Is anybody on right now? I hope so. There we go. I'm waiting for people to come on. Good morning, Mr. Pirate Brain. You got notified today. Yay. What's happening, everyone? It's Freaky Frisky Friday. I brought along my little dog, Gus Gus, here. He's getting some loving today. What's everybody got planned for this weekend? What's going on? So yesterday I tuned into a live stream from TubeBuddy, which is a company that helps with demographics and analytics and things like that for YouTube. And they had major problems with their live stream. They couldn't get the audio going, and then they had problems with the video. And I was like, whoa, I'm not so bad after all. Hi, Patrick and Stanley and Bryson and Jimmy and Jorge and everyone and Stan and Jimmy. Good morning to you all. Such a pleasure to see everybody on this Freaky Friday. Yesterday I did a live show on YouTube in the morning, and then I decided, what the heck, I'll just do Instagram Live later on in the afternoon. So it was crazy. Hey there, Sierra Jester. What's happening with all of you guys? Anything new going on in your life? Yeah, Gus Gus is doing well over here. He had 10 teeth removed a couple weeks ago, and he's doing great right now that he can eat again. I'm doing well. Oh, wow. I'm so happy that Mr. Pirate Brain got motivated to do some work on a new song. Bryson, you're getting a much needed haircut. Everyone's improving their lives. Everyone's going to get laid. Everyone's going to meet new people. This is awesome. Bryson, Brendan, how are you? Jimmy is, you're going to, thanks for your advice. I got a date from a cougar. There you go. I'm like, woohoo, yahoo. Let's see. CR Jester, you're not doing well. Oh, why not? Let's figure that out. Kwani22, hello to you. So, and thank you. Shout out to my super chatter, Stan. Ron. Wait, was it Ron or Stan? Now I can't remember. One of you guys gave me a super chat yesterday. It was very exciting. I'm glad to hear that you're horny, Halligan. And what are you going to do about that? You're spending more time outside. Awesome. Everybody, this is great. Oh, it was Ron that gave me the super chat yesterday. I was very excited about that. Super chat is if you go to the very bottom of the screen here, you can send me a couple dollars, and I get all excited. So what am I going to do today? You love my microphone. It's a giant microphone. Anyway, thank you. So I know I've gotten a lot of requests to talk about monogamy and to talk about swinging and S&M and open relationships. So I thought, you're going to jerk the fuck off, Halligan? Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, so if anybody would like to tell me what their opinions or advice in terms of swinging, I have never participated in the swinging lifestyle, but I'm open to hearing about it. I am reading a book called The Ethical Slut by Janet Harding, and that is all about polyamory and our societal norms and how they're changing and everything else. So it's going to be interesting to discuss that later. Hi, Francisco. Hola to you. And my perrito. This dog is he's not a little puppy. He's a 9-year-old. I guess he is a little dog though, but he's not. He is older. He's a 9-year-old. Anyway, so we can discuss anything you want today because it's Freaky Friday. How are you doing, Alpha? If you just tuned in, don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video. And yeah, I'm going to put down my Patreon page here. I want to thank the new Patreons I got. I'm very excited. Marco. Marco is another new Patreon, and that's where you could support me and message me back and forth and have all kinds of exclusive stuff on there. So that's a fun way to interact. Anyway, where were we? Oh, we were talking about freakiness and whether or not that's something that you're interested in sharing of your stories. Or are you into monogamy and with one person? I was listening to Howard Stern today, and he was talking to Craig Ferguson about how he's been married. Craig Ferguson has been married 3 times and is now settled down. So I guess, you know, depending on what time in your life it is, it's what you do. Do you think that men masturbating keep their penis muscle in shape? Yeah. And I also think that it's good for your prostate to ejaculate, apparently, to prevent cancer. Okay, Francisco, unfortunately, I am not fluent in Spanish, but I understand poquito. Swinging is an open relationship. Let's discuss underwear. Okay, what do you want to talk about? Are you still with the same guy, Halligan? Yep, I'm still with him 9 years later, and yeah, you know, relationships, they're sort of like roller coasters. They go up and down, and right now we're doing pretty well, thank God. But you never know what tomorrow can bring. What's my bra size? Stan, what the heck do you need to know that for? 34D. But why do you need to know? Okay. Let's see, Alpha, how you doing? Not ejaculating for 20 days makes it stronger. Oh, yes, I know. You did the 21-day masturbation challenge, right? Let's see. Yeah, the 21-day masturbation challenge is when you masturbate every single day. You bring yourself to an edge 3 times, no porn, and you don't release. And you start getting control over your dick. And actually, my son and I talk about it because he did it on the during during when we were shooting our podcast. He talked about that. He wrote a blog about it, and that's sextalkwithmymom.com if you're interested. Yeah, Francisco, I am so sorry. I've heard that it's for men, semen is poison, and for women, it's medicine. I don't know if that's true at all. I don't know. Okay, so, all right, whatever. Let's see. Oh, Alpha, why did you think that it helped you doing the 21-day masturbation challenge? Is it because you gained more control over, you know, when you ejaculate? Did you learn how to control your sphincter muscles? What was it exactly that helped? And also, did you do it to porn? That was an old wives' tale, Mr. Pyrobrain. Yeah. So, okay. I was going to go back here. You like vibrators. I think a lot of men do like vibrators. And if you want to find out more about what vibrators I recommend, go to Lilo. And the code will be in the description box below here. And, okay, you like it and you like doggy style. All those things are great. Why not? It's good for you. Wait, I don't even say it. Me, bub. No sex with my son. It's called Sex Talk. The operative word is talk. I'll write it down here. It's a podcast. Sex Talk with my mom. That's the name of the podcast. It's a podcast. There you go. Go to iTunes. Listen. It's awesome. Actually, we got some real exciting news about that, which I am not ready to share yet in case it doesn't happen, but there's some good news on the podcast front. Again, if you want to call in, I'm ready to answer any questions. If you want to share that with, except if it's in Spanish, because that is not going to work for me. Here's the call-in number. And you could call in there, and I'm trying to think if I know that there's a way that I was able to pin this stuff. Here we, no, that was not it. Okay, never mind about the pinning thing, because oh my God, it's so frustrating when I try to pin things and it doesn't work. But anyway, you get the idea. You can call in. All right. So what's happening in your world? Your mother has sex with you all the time, Holligan? Seriously? Okay. Yeah. All right. We're getting freaky, I guess, for Freaky Friday here. I think if you white out the sex toys, a woman may wonder if they are hygienic. I'm not sure what you're saying. Whip out. If you whip out this, she might wonder if you are making sure they're clean. Okay. Yeah. Well, a little soap and water goes a long way. You don't have to like buy special cleaners and everything, although they do make those, and something you can do as well. Anybody have any questions for me? Please call in or tell me now so we can talk about some things that are pressing mind. I know the weekend is coming up, and sometimes people get a little nervous or curious about what they can get going during this weekend, so I'd be happy to talk about that. What sex toys do I use, Halligan? I like Lilo brand. There's vibrators and little vibrators, big vibrators. There's they have everything from lube to massage candles. The golden penis. I haven't even had to whip it out yet. Don't say anything, Mr. Pyrobrain. What is MFC, Black Goku? What is MFC? I've never heard of MFC. But go ahead and let me know what it is, as long as it's not disgusting. Okay, so Alpha Lucci, who won a prize from AdamandEve.com on my site, right? It made it stronger and taught me how to control myself. The no porn part made to understand the true beauty of a woman, of being with a woman, and made me focus on pleasing a woman. Awesome. You've definitely got a lot out of that 21-day masturbation challenge. I am so happy that you shared that with us. And if anybody has any questions about the 21-day masturbation challenge, I'd be happy to answer those as much as I know, because it's more of a guy thing to do, obviously, although women can do it as well. But it's your free cam, my free cam. Oh, I did a video. I aired a video from some. Are you talking about the webcam girls, Black Goku? Thank you for sharing that you did a doggy style Halligan. Yeah, I mean, it's good to shake it up a bit, try different positions, do what you like. It gets boring after a while if you do the same thing all the time. And Francisco, I would love to know what you're talking about. Oh, Alpha Lucci's telling us that day 22 of the masturbation challenge was very magical. I can imagine you were probably like a freaking waterfall by then. Okay, Halligan, enough with the positions and the different things that you've tried with your girlfriends. I appreciate that you had a good time, and we don't need to hear any more about it. Other people would like to talk about other issues. Hi, Daniel. What are you saying yes to? Okay, anybody have questions I want to call in, or have anything you want to talk about, or anything else? Oh, you're saying that my free cam is the webcam. Okay, yeah. Okay, a volcano came out of Alpha Lucci. All right, I can just imagine what was going on over there. Absolutely nuts. But I'm glad that after time that it definitely helped you out, and got nothing to lose by trying it, I guess. You could end up having blue balls, I guess, every single night doing it, but it might be worth the effort, as per Alpha Lucci. Just out of curiosity, Alpha Lucci, how old are you? So we get an idea of, what kind of control you got at your age or whatever. What's your underwear, Brendan? Oh, Mr. Pyroprane saying that Alpha Lucci could have gone blind. What lube does my boyfriend prefer? You know what? I don't think he even likes lube, to be honest. I like lube. He doesn't like it as much as I do. And if I was going to use lube, I would buy it from Lilo. I like their products a lot. They have a massage candle. It's a candle that has, you burn it and then it turns into like oil, massage oil. And I know it sounds like it might be hot, like physically hot, but it actually is okay. Mr. Pirate Brain is talking about how you can possibly grow hair on your palms from doing that 21-day masturbation challenge. Without lube, no, I mean, you, first of all, women naturally lubricate. Also, you can use spit, and, but I mean, again, sometimes you need to use lube depending on how long you had sex or what time of the month, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so yeah, I did a video with cam girls, and it was really interesting to me to learn about webcamming, and it's extremely lucrative apparently from their end of things, and they could do it when their kids are at school or whatever. So it's an interesting video to check out, and it's on my on my YouTube channel right here. And so if you just binge watch some of the ones prior to this, you'll find one that's about webcams, and you can find out what these two girls have to say. And what's interesting is there are different styles of webcamming, and I didn't know anything about this. And we're going to put out some more videos later about some of the freaky things that they've been asked to do, which is really funny. Hi there, Common Man. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, make sure that you like this video with the, the little thumbs up over there. And if you have questions, I'm going to give you the phone number right here. Let's see if I could do that. Hi, Philly. Have you discussed paying for sex versus having a relationship? No, we have not done that. What would you like to say about it, Philly? Hi, Lokesh. Yeah, make sure you like this channel. I'll recap what we've discussed so far. We've discussed lube. We've discussed the 21-day masturbation challenge. We've discussed the different positions that Halligan has gotten into. And do I like spit versus lube? Yeah. And why do white women moan really loud? I don't know, Black Goku. Has that been your experience? I really don't know. What do you think? And do black women not moan? So Philly, you pay for, why do you, it's the way you said it, I do admit you pay for sex on occasion. Are you feeling like ashamed of that, or do you feel like it's okay? What are your feelings about paying for sex? How many boyfriends have I had? Well, I was married for 24 years. I got married really young, and I had boyfriends before him. Then after he passed away, I had more boyfriends, and then I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend now for a long time. So I haven't had that many boyfriends, believe it or not. I've had some sexual encounters, a lot of sexual encounters, but I haven't had boyfriends because I was in long-term relationships. Hope that helps you understand where I'm coming from, Lokesh. That being said, I've interviewed so many people, and I've talked to so many of my single friends that I know a lot about what's going out there in the dating world. It seems more beneficial than having a relationship, Philly. Paying for sex does. Why would that be? And that goes along with what we discussed yesterday, which is, what is the purpose of a relationship? And again, Mr. Pirate Brain is saying moaning does not necessarily have to do what race you are. I used to feel ashamed, but not anymore. Also, the people I work with are in relationships and they seem miserable. Oh, okay. So I guess, at certain times in your life, relationships may work. If you find the right person, it can have I think it's a wonderful thing to be in a relationship with someone, because that person can provide a lot of wonderful experiences with you, and vice versa. And you could care about somebody and connect with someone. So there's a lot of wonderful things about being in a relationship that you really can't have when you're paying for sex. However, there are times in your life, if there's nobody there and you really want to be with someone, that paying for sex can be awesome. So I have never paid for sex, but I don't yuck anybody's yum who does. What do you think about incest relationships? Is that okay? I don't like that. I don't know. That's, to me, an ethical no-no. I don't think it's a good idea. That's the only area that I'd actually say I'm not judging anybody, but I wouldn't want to discuss that with anybody. Bryson, my confidence used to be non-existent, but now it's on the rise due to me healing and working out. Yay! Bryson's got it down. Yes, I'm so happy to hear that you're healing. Every day you will get stronger and stronger, and the more you get yourself out there and let people know you want to be fixed up and try experimenting and meeting different people all over the place on different websites or in person, the more success you have builds on your confidence. Yay! Black Cuckoo said I should join the MFC. You know what? I just feel like I have a lot more to offer than just being a sex object. So that's why I'm not into webcamming. Lokesh, how can I fuck my mom's friend? I'm 18. You know, if she's into being with you, you can, you got to figure out how to do that. And I think the best way is to go to my website, which I wish I could pin here. Well, basically it's my name. If you found me, it's KarenLeePotter.com. There's a video download that you can get called How to Catch a Cougar, and it'll explain how you do it. Hey, John's Wacky World. And Santiago, in your opinion, is it good or bad to be a dominant? Is it good or bad to be dominant with a woman? In my experience, it depends on the woman. If she's into that, then I think domination could be cool to be role-playing. Are you talking about in or out of the bedroom? Those are two totally different things. Because I don't know that I'd want someone to constantly dominate me outside of the bedroom, but sometimes in the bedroom, it's cool to have that happen. So I don't know if that helped you at all, but you can go ahead and ask further questions. Philly, I really haven't met women that seem like good relationship material, and trying to find out takes too much time and effort. Why does it take too much time and effort to try to find out? That, ask yourself that question, because sometimes you're missing out on a lot of things because you feel like it's not worth the time and effort. But I can guarantee you that if you found the right person, it'd be worth the time. I guarantee that, because relationships are what life is about. Should a guy lose his virginity to a MILF or cougar? Well, if you have an opportunity, Badman, to lose your virginity to someone who's a MILF or a cougar, I would do it. And this is why. Because women that are older and experienced and confident in their sexuality are going to be great teachers. So if you have that opportunity, I would go for it. Does that mean that a girl your age can't give you a wonderful experience? That I didn't say that. But if you have the opportunity, go for it. Of course, Common Man. I'm bringing out Petcock Willie. And that's because the issue of penis size came out again. Not a day goes by where we can't talk about penis size. All right, Common Man, just to get it off the table, and because it's just a given that I'm going to talk about it, might as well get it off the table. Penis size doesn't matter. 4 to 5 inches is fine. Let it go. Realize that if you please the woman and you focus on her, she ain't going to give a shit about your penis size. Moving on to John's Wacky World. Oh my God, holy cow, poop. Okay, I don't know what that means. Have you ever been fucked while sleeping? LOL. That's a very good question. You know what? I think one time I took an Ambien and I might have fallen asleep while having sex. Does that count? And no, I don't use that. This is given to me by a friend at a sexual health expo that it's called Petcock Willie if you Google it, and they're really funny women. They do make these this is a paper, like a, what's it called? Like a paperweight. But it's for my show, because every time somebody brings up the issue of penis size, I bring this out. I'm not sure what you're asking, Francisco. I feel like losing my virginity to a MILF would be a hot experience. Badmont, it would definitely be a hot experience, no question about it. Lokesh, a widow wife having 2 kids can live without sex. I don't think anybody should live without some sort of sex, but if you have to live without sex, you always have your hands, I guess. But why would you want to live without sex? How rarely do you have sex? Halligan is asking. Are you asking me this question, or are you asking the widow wife with having 2 kids? Anyway, my sex life is kind of like, it depends on, I mean, I don't have like a certain amount of sex that I need to have. Sometimes I'm in the mood to have it a lot, and sometimes I'm not in the mood to have it as much. Depends on what else is going on in my life, how busy I am, how tired I am, how much I'm, traveling, etc. Alpha, you got a question that goes with it? Lay it on me. And John's talking about his wonderful masturbation hands. Yeah, John's wacky world news. Okay. Halligan was asking about me. I think I answered that question for you. Mr. Pirate Brain, Karen, many women on TV and in the movies talk about penis size, and they always say they want the anaconda. So I think it makes it hard for men to believe that it doesn't. I think those women are, first of all, if they're in porn, then you know that that's written by and directed by and consumed by men. So they are told to do that because that's what sells. I am telling you, if you learn anything from watching my shows every single day or going through any of the back archives of my 300 some odd or 400 videos, I don't even know how many I have interviewed everyone from porn stars to doctors to my friends to transgender people to everybody. I mean, there's not one, prostitutes or sugar babies or anyone. And every woman, I would say, I shouldn't say every, I would say because there's a couple size queens that are porn stars that actually said, one in particular, Alexis Golden, likes large dicks. But 99% of the time, people are going to tell you that it doesn't matter. What matters is how you use it. So if you've got something like this and you don't know how to use it, then it's not going to satisfy any woman, and you're probably not going to get laid again after that. If you have a tiny, tiny dick, but you know how to use it, as Nina Hartley says, if she can get somebody off with a pinky finger, you can get someone off with any size dick. You gotta believe it, because she is a sex educator and an infamous porn star. So get out of your head about the penis size and just focus on being a good, attentive lover. Hope that helps. Can you show us a finger technique? That would be up to Nina Hartley to show you. But use your imagination or talk to the person that you're with and have her tell you what she likes you to do. Because even if I would tell you what I like, it does not mean that the next person will tell you what they like. Okay. Alpha said, I need a solution. If your lady friend wants to try anal, but it hasn't really worked due to the size, think about the length of the goal one. Okay, so if you've got a large, see, there you go. Some people with large dicks have problems because they're saying, and I've gotten this probably as much as I've gotten the small penis size question. If you're really big, it is scary to think about inserting that in someone's ass. So I would say you could do it no matter what size you are, but you better use a lot of lube and you better go really slow and you better have her lead the way by having her get on top of you as opposed to you going in from the other end. I hope that helps. Can you talk about how to use it? What? Hey there, Ron, my famous super chatter. Thank you so much. Ron is the best because he always super chats me. And I really love that. And it shows appreciation. And I appreciate you coming on every day too. If we women come in front of me with a erect nipple, what does it mean? Okay, Loki's not exactly sure what the question was. Oh, John's been one of my fans since I started my YouTube channel, and he's saying it's great to see how successful I am on YouTube since I started from the beginning. Yeah, I started out and I was having such a hard time just like getting like 1,000 views a month, and now I'm getting 46,000 views a day, which is amazing. Although monetarily, because I talk about sex, I think advertisers are afraid to monetize with me. So it's kind of a catch-22 as far as that goes. Oh, wow, we're running out of time right now. I got 1 minute left. Yes, Alpha, go on top. Have her go on top of you if you want to try anal. Do you really give solutions on the phone through the number you gave? Common Man, only during shows do I give solutions on the phone. The rest of the time you'll need to go to Patreon, which you'll have to donate a few dollars my way. Because as I said, AdSense here does not give me any money. But if you're patron, I have a large patron following. It could be better, but I definitely appreciate any patrons, because having someone month after month help me buy new equipment and spend the time to do this, and buy things like food really helps. And that's why if you were enjoying my shows, it would be great if you could support me on Patreon. And that is right here. I put the link here, and I could pin it to the top, but I forgot how to do that. I know that there is a way to do it, but of course, me being Space Case can't remember how to do that. All right. Let's see. You always talk about if you know how to use it, but people may be interested in learning techniques. If you're interested in learning sexual techniques, go to Nina Hartley's. She has a book called Nina Hartley's Guide to Total Sex. She gives you very in-depth sexual techniques. Read it. And I'll put the link in the description box below. Is it okay to have sex with a married woman whose husband isn't pleasing her if her and her husband both agree? Absolutely. I 100% approve of that one. Sometimes people love each other, but they just don't have good chemistry, or the sex is over for medical reasons or whatever their reasons are. They want to include someone else in their relationship sexually. If you're there to provide that, why not? Our society condemns anything but monogamy, and it's just society, because who's anybody to judge? You're listening to your church or your synagogue, or you're listening to, the president. Don't listen to anybody but what's in your heart and what works for you, just as long as you're not hurting anybody. So if you are with a married couple and they want you to come into their marriage and you want to do it, go for it. Alpha, good question. Okay, size does matter. It's only people who say it doesn't. No, Cole likes Desi. It does not, because I'm telling you that I've been with the very large and the very small. And unless you're on like one very big extreme to the other, I don't think it matters. Now, if you have a very little dick, then there are things that you can do. And like I said before, if you're pleasing the woman, that's what matters. If you have this great, what you think is the perfect penis, and you don't know how to use it, then it doesn't matter how gorgeous it is and how awesome you think it is. It's not going to work. It's not going to help. All right, I'm going a little overtime today because I like this group that we have here. We got 20-something people watching. Hopefully a lot of people will tune in later on. And don't forget, if you're tuning in now, to give the thumbs up. And if you're watching it later, give the thumbs up. And if you don't like it, don't watch it. Okay. Karen got afraid to turn down sex in the past. Well, Karen got afraid and turned down sex in the past with 3 different couples. What? Francisco, no, I'm so sorry. I can't read Spanish. Something tells me I don't think I want to. Do you only get 20 minutes, or you just don't like to go longer? Right, Mr. Pirate Brain, I have found that 20 minutes, I give a half hour every freaking day, and I'd love to go longer, but the algorithms don't seem to work on YouTube that way, so I try not to make it too long. They sometimes see 45 minutes and they're like, I don't want to watch this. Among the guys have you been with, what is the longest time a guy took to come? A guy took to come? I've never timed anything out, and I don't think it's a big issue. This dog is licking me to death over here. I never really timed anything out, and I could say that if a guy took a long time, there could be a lot of reasons for that. And so after a while, it could start hurting, and you could get dry, and you might need more lube, and it doesn't necessarily mean you're a bad lover or a good lover or whatever. Just, sometimes it takes long, sometimes it doesn't. There's all kinds of things you could do in the meantime besides sex, and the actual penetration. Mr. Perry, I speak Spanish. You don't want to know what he's saying. Okay, thank you. I had a feeling. The good thing I don't need to block you, Francisco. Why do women have sex with their dogs? Oh boy, I've never had sex with my dog. Oh, you like Cole likes Desi likes Jessie Dubai. She is totally cool. She's transgender, which means she started out life as a man, or boy, I should say, and she is now living life as a woman with her penis. And she's an incredibly cool lady. She does porn, of course. But I would suggest if you haven't seen my videos with her, you should go check them out. Her name is Jessie Dubai. And I might, yeah, we are talking about doing some more again because she might be out in Los Angeles. Do you know any ways to have sex with a woman quickly in a few minutes? I'm good at approaching and starting a conversation, but I get bored and it gets stale after a while. Huh? Oh, Philly wants to know how you can get a woman to go forget about the talking part and just go right to having sex. Okay, so I guess if I was to advise you on that one, I would say if you could find a girl that just is only interested in sex, you probably, especially an older woman, can go right to the direct approach. But I think unless you know that person already and you've talked, I don't think anybody's going to just jump your bones without getting to know you a little bit first, because as a woman, it could be dangerous to just go off with someone you met like 5 minutes ago. Can we have sex? Just asking, can we have sex with porn stars? Common man? Well, we as in who? As in you? Sure, why not? If you find a porn star that wants to have sex with you, go for it. Kissing a she-man makes a man gay. No, it does not. Stop with the labels. Don't worry about what anybody labels, okay? Okay, so the only way is to pay, LOL. Okay, anyway, we're running out of time, and I did go a little overtime because it's Freaky Frisky Friday. And what I mean by that is I just thought we could talk about anything that goes, and I think we certainly did, and I hope you enjoyed it. And please check out all my other videos if you haven't seen them all on my channel. Make sure to put the notifications button, that little bell next to subscribe, and that way you'll be notified in advance of when I have future YouTube lives. Hope you had a great time. Have a great weekend to you, Mr. Pirate Brain, and everybody else. I love you too, John. And thank you all for participating in my live stream, because I do broadcast daily. But Common Men, make sure you go to the notifications button on your next to subscribe, obviously subscribe, and that way you'll be notified. And anybody watching this later on, you'll be notified if you press the little bell. Again, thank you again. Thank you, Ron, for my super chats yesterday, and I love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye. Aw, I love you too, Lokish. I love you all. I really do. Love to you, and many kisses to you, Mr. Pirate Brain, and everyone else. And have a wonderful time tonight, whatever you do. Be safe. Bye-bye.